श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति. So after seeing Vainateyascha Pakshinam, I am the Garuda among the birds. After saying that, he says, Pavana Pavatamasmi Rama Shastrabhritamaham Jashasam Makarachasmi Srotasamasmi Jahnavi. Pavanaha Pavatamasmi, in that which is flowing, I am the air. Pavana means air. Okay. Pavana also means that purifier. So fire is also one purifier. Here also you can accept this also purifier. If you don't want to accept that as purifier, this as purifier. But anyway, in that which is flowing fastly, I am air. Okay. Ramaha Shastrabhritamaham, and I am Rama among the people who hold on to a weapon. It does not mean he is just holding on. That's without knowing how to use it. No. Among the experts of weaponry, I am Rama. Jashasa Makaras Chasmi. Among the Jashas means I am among the fish, among the fishes. Okay. See, fish is cheap word, but there is another. There is no other word to say this. Among those things which swim in water. Which swim in water, not like the Godfathers swimming in water. So just swimming, that which swims in under the water. Among them, I am Makara. Makara means crocodile. Okay. Makaras Chasmi. Srota Samaspi Jahnavi. There is a beautiful connection here. Srota Samaspi Jahnavi. Among that which flows, the rivers, among the rivers which flows, I am Jahnavi, Ganga. So the connection between Makara and Jahnavi is Ganges, the Vahana for Ganga Maya is Mother Ganges is a Makara. Okay, and what Makara? If you say fish, okay, there is a we can accept, but how can we accept a crocodile in Ganges? If you ask, there is a special species of crocodiles in Ganges. They have a special name. I forgot the name. Their name itself is Ganges something. Okay, so these crocodiles, they are distinguished crocodiles. Like they have a long beak. Unlike the normal crocodiles or alligators, this has a long beak with a bump in front in the tip. It'll like a ball in the tip of its top beak. So lean, thick beak, long beak with a ball kind of in the tip. That is the crocodile which you see in Ganges. That's a specialty in Ganges. Okay. Now, Pavatam, Pavaitrunam, Vegavatam Madhye Pavano Vayu Rahmasmi. Among that which purifies, or among that which is faster, I am that Vayu. Vayu is see, Hanuman is Pavanaputra. Okay, Pavanaputra Hanuman. Maruti, he is called Maruti because Marut's son. Marut is Pavana. Okay. Then there is another statement also. There is a song also. Manojavam Maruti Tulya Vegam, Maruti Tulya Vegam. Among that which is faster, his son, so he should be fast like father, like son like father. So Shastrabhrita means one who holds on to the weapon. Not just that, he says Shastradharinam. He is giving translation. Among the people who holds on to the weapon, who have a weapon. Yuddha Kushalana Madhye, meaning one who is an expert in weaponry. Among them, Rama. I am Rama. Which Rama? Because Rama is a common name, like in Rishikesh or in some other place where you have too many sannyasis. You just say, have you seen Ramananda? That's the stupidest question. If you ask Ramananda, Krishnananda, Shivananda, that is the stupidest question, because there will be hundreds of Ramanandas in that group and hundreds of Krishnananda and hundreds of Shivananda. These are all very common names in sannyasa. So he says, Ramo, you have to add an adjective to, Chitrakut Ramananda, this Varanasi Krishnananda kind of. You have to add an adjective to their names. Only then people will understand. That tall Ramananda, that lean Krishnananda, etc. So Rama, which Rama are you talking about? Because one who wields weapon is also, there is another Rama who wields weapon. Parashurama, very famous Brahmin, but he always is with weapon. So you should not think that he is talking about that Rama. That Rama is also an avatar. That Parashurama is also an avatar of Vishnu. But we are talking about Dashrati, Akhila Rakshasa Kurakshekaraha, Parama Veeraha Ahamasmi. I am the Dashrati Rama, Dashrata's son. Dashratasya putro Dashratihi. Dasharasya apatyam puman Dasharati. That Dasharati. Who is this Dasharati? Dasharata's son. Sir Akhila Rakshasa Kulakshekaraha. He is the one who is the slayer of all the demons in this creation. Okay? Paramaviraha Ahamasmi. I am one who is a great warrior. That warrior I am. That brave person I am. That warrior I am. साक्षात् स्वरूपस्य अपि अनेन रूपेण चिन्तनार्थं वृष्टीनां वासुदेवस्मि इति वत् अत्र पाठ इति प्रोक्तम्. See, instead of saying something else, he is talking about Rama. Why is he referring to as himself as Rama? Like, see, he also said Vrishninam Vasudevosmi. Among the people of Vrishni clan, I am Vasudeva. Similarly, he says, I am the warrior, I am Rama. So he is not differentiating between Rama and Krishna. Jashana Matyana Matsyana Matye Makaro Nama Tajati Vishesha. Among the Gharials, yes, I remember the name, Gharials. Ganges Gharials, they are. That kind of crocodiles, they are called as Gharials. So he says, Jashana Matsyana Madhye. It's a very strange name. So Jashana Matsyana, among the fishes, I am this fish called Makara, which is a special kind of fish, something which swims. Srotasam Vegena Tad Jalana Chalat Jalanam Nadina Madhye Sarva Nadi Shrestha Jannavi Ganga Havasmi. Among that which flows very fast, the rivers, among those rivers, I am the Jannavi, Sarva Nadi Shrestha, Strilinga. Jannavi is 3. So I am that Jannavi which flows very fast, which is very, very superior among the other rivers. Sarganama Adirantascha Madhyam Chaivaham Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vadah Parvadatamaham. Sarganam Adihi Antascha Madhyam Cha Eva Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vadah Parvadatamaham. Sarganam, among the creation, which are you? The first part, the middle part, or the end part? He says, I am the beginning, I am the end. Not just that, in between also, I am that in between also. Oh, Arjuna, understand that. And what is creation? Creation is because of ignorance. And what is the best thing to remove the ignorance? Knowledge. Among the knowledges, I am the Brahma Atma Vidya, Adhyatma Vidya, the Brahma Tattva Jnana. Vadaha Pravadatamaham. I am among the dialogues, Pravadatam, among the dialogues, I am Vadaha. I am called as Vada. Vada. This is not Vada Jalpa. This is not a Vata Pitta Kapha. This is Vada. That is Vata. Okay. Vada is a dialogue between two people who are interested in knowing the truth. We'll understand this. Sarganam अचेतन सृष्टीनाम आदि अंतश्च मध्यम च उत्पत्ति स्थिति लयः अहमेव हे अर्जुन. I am the beginning, middle and end. Means I am the creation, I am the sustenance and I am the destruction. Understand this, Arjuna. Bhutanam jiva avishtanam chetanattvena prasiddhanameva adihi antascha madhyam cha iti uktam upakrami. Ihatu achetana sarganamiti na paunurtyam. See, before what he said was, earlier also he said among the creation. But there, when he said among the creation, he was talking about the Chetana creation, the sentient creation. Here he is talking about the insentient inert creations. Okay? Iti aham. Therefore, there is no repetition. Paunaruktya dosha. There is no defect of repetition. Vidyanamadhye adhyatma vidya moksha hetuhu atma tattva vidya. Among the knowledge, Chatusrishti Kala Vidya, like that we have seen. There are 64 vidyas. Among those 64 vidyas, Aham Adhyatma Vidya. I am the Adhyatma Vidya. Adhyatma Vidya means what? Moksha Hetuhu. The one which is the cause for moksha, that Adhyatma Vidya. What does it teach you? Atma Tattva Vidya, which teaches you about yourself. That is the Vidya I am. That is the knowledge I am. Parvadatam Parvadat Sambandhinam Katha Bhedanam Vada Jalpa Vitandatmakana Madhye Vado Aham. Parvadatam means among the dialogues. Among the dialogues means the different kinds of dialogues people use. Among them, like Vada, Jalpa, Vitanda, I am the Vada Katha. What is Vada? What is Jalpa? What is Vitanda? He is explaining himself. Bhutanam Asmi Chetana Ityatra Yatha Bhuta Shabdena Tat Sambandhinah Parinamaha Lakshitaha Tatha Iha Parvadat Shabdena Tat Sambandhinah Katha Bhedaha Lakshante. Like earlier Bhutanam Chetana. We already saw that. No. This is a different example. That is a different explanation. This is a different example. So what is that? See, among the bhutas, among these beings, other beings, I am the sentiency. Like that he said that. So all the beings are taken as upalakshana. Upalakshana, a pointer with that bhuta. All the transformations of beings are accepted there. Similarly, with this prabhada, this vada, all the other kind of transaction of a speech is also accepted here. Vada Jalpa Vitanda, etc. are also accepted here as implied. Ataha nirdharano bhavati. Therefore, the nirdharana sashti, this sixth case in the sense of determining is proper here. Accepting it is proper here. Yatha shruti tu ubhetrapi dhammande sashti. But as it is, if you are taking it, then it is in the sixth case in Sambandha. The general Sesha Sashti Rupa, general Sashti, this is general sixth case. General sixth case means in relationship. Tatra Tattva Bhutsoho, what is Vada? So he is coming to Vada. Tatra Tattva Bhutsoho, Vitaragayoho, Sabrahmacharinoho, Guru Sishyoho, Va Pramanena, Tarkena cha, Sadhana Doshanatma, Sapaksha Pratipaksha, Parigraha, Tattva Nirnaya Paryanto Vada. Tatra Tattva Bhutsoho, people who are Tattva Bhutsoho, Tattva Bodhumichoho, Tattva Bhutsoho, Sannanta Pratya. So people who desire to know the truth, for those people, who are you talking? Vitaraginam, who don't have attachment or aversion. Those people. Sabrahmacharinaha, people who follow the celibacy, etc. Guru Shishiyoscha, among themselves or among the Guru and Shishya, Pramanina Tarkena cha, through the Pramana and through the Tarka, through the logic. It's not just dry logic, it's also based on some Pramana, the valid means of knowledge. Okay, so that the valid means of right knowledge. Through that, Tarkena cha, Sadhana Doshanatma. See, it is not just establishing, it is establishing and pointing to the errors of others. Both are taken care of here. So that sapaksha pratipaksha grastaha, with one's own paksha or with opponent's paksha, means one's own standpoint and opponent's standpoint, both are taken here. So in this tattva nirnaya paryantaha, in this till you come to a conclusion, till both of you come to a conclusion. Here, both of us are not interested in establishing something. We are interested in understanding the truth. So sometimes I become the person who is establishing it, you become the opponent. In some places, you become the person who establishes and I become the opponent. In that way, when the dialogue happens without any attachment, any kind of aggression towards what we need to establish, just trying to understand it, that is called as vada. That is called as vada. Taduktam, it is set in law, the Tarka Shastra, Nyaya Sutra. प्रमाणतर्क साधन उपालंबः सिद्धांत अविरुद्धः पंचावयो वन्नः पक्ष प्रतिपक्ष परिग्रहो वादः इति. What is vada? प्रमाणतर्क साधन उपालंबः, that which is accepting the pramana and the tarka, the logic, the discussion which accepts pramana and tarka, pramana and logic. Siddhanta aviruddha, without contradicting your siddhanta, whatever you want to accept, whatever you are aiming at. So, Panchavayo Upapannaha, a logic which is endowed with the 5 limbs. Vedantins, we accept only 3 limbs. The logicians accept 5 limbs. Pratignya, Hetu, Udaharana, Upanaya, Nigama. Pratignya means a declaration. This is what I am going to establish. That is the declaration. Hetu means a reason, proper reason, logic which we give to establish that declared thing. Udharana means an example to show the similarity with the hetu and what you want to establish. Upanaya means since it is so, the example and the logic fits, therefore what I am saying is right. So the 5th one is so therefore what is said is right. That is the 5th one. What is said is right. Accepting the whole discussion is 5th one. So, endowed with all these 5 limbs of logic, paksha, pratipaksha, parigraha, accepting the paksha and pratipaksha, that is vada. That is the dialogue called vada. Vada phalasya tattvaranyasya. The result of vada is to establish, to understand the truth. To understand the truth. Durduruda vadibihi akarena निराकरणेन संरक्षणार्थं विजिगुषु कथे जन्म जल्पवितंडे जय पराजय मात्र पर्यन्ते. But jalpa vitanda does not have as its end the understanding. It has as its end victory or loss. So to protect one's own idea and to negate the other's idea is what is jalpa and vitanda basically. Taduktam, it is said in the Nyaya Shastra. Tattva Adhyavasaya Samrakshanartham Jalpa Vitande Bija Prarohana Samrakshanartham Kantaka Shakha Vरणवत iti. Why do you need Jalpa Vitanda? I don't, some people, some idiots, remember the word idiot, that's the key word. Some idiots don't enter the study of Vedanta, all these studies, all these texts, because they say, I don't like logic, because you are not capable of understanding logic. You are an idiot. That is why you cannot handle these logic texts. Therefore, you say, no, I don't like all these useless logic. Idiot, understand this. It is not for gaining victory over others. It is to gain victory over your own idiocy. That is what he says. Tattva adhyavasaya samrakshanartham. Whatever knowledge you have already gained, to protect that, jalpa vitande. Jalpa and vitanda are used. Why do I need that? Like, if you don't have that protection of jalpa and vitanda, the opponent will eat up your brain. That is what he says. Bija praroha rakshanartham, samrakshanartham. Like protecting the seed which you have sown. What you do? You put a thorn around it, a thorn fence around it. Kantaka shakha vरणवत. Like protecting it with a thorn shield. Similarly, here, to protect your knowledge which you have gained, hard gained knowledge, you use jalpa and vitanda as your protection. protection gear. Okay, chalajati nigraha sthanaihi parapaksho dushyata iti jalpe vitandayam cha samana. In jalpa and vitanda there is a commonality. What is the commonality? Chalajati nigraha sthana. Chala means a trickery, using trickery words like navakambalamaniya. This is the common usage of chala. Navakambalamaniya. Nava means new, nava means 9, both. So when you bring new, I'll say I asked for 9 blankets, you are bringing only 1 blanket, new blanket. If you bring 9 blankets, I'll say I asked for a new blanket, why did you bring 9 blankets? So this kind of trickery usage is a chala. Then jati, that is another issue which you catch hold in the logic. And nigrasthana means when you falsify in establishing whatever you need to establish, you without understanding, without thinking, you speak something which is contradictory to your own acceptance. That is nigrasthana. Based on this parapaksho dushyata, we condemn the opponent. This is common between jalpa and vitanda. Tatra vitandayam ekena swapakshah stapyata eva anyena cha sa dushyata eva. In the vitanda dialogue, there is this commonality. One fellow will be only establishing his own philosophy. The other fellow will be only condemning the other philosophy. There is no other different idea here. But in chala, it is different. In jalpa, it is different. Jalpetu ubhabhyam swapaksha stapyata ubhabhyam epa prapaksho dushyate iti vishesha. In jalpa, the difference is both of the opponent and the party, both of them will be trying to establish their own philosophy and condemn the other philosophy, other standpoint. Okay, this is the specialty. Taduktam, this is what is said in the Nyaya Shastra. What is it saying? Yathokta upavanna chala jati nigraha sthana sadhana upalambha jalpaha sapratipaksha sthapana hino vitanda iti. So using the chala jati nigraha sthana etc., the dialogue you do is called as a jalpa, and without accepting one's own standpoint, one who does dialogue without accepting one's standpoint is a vitanda. You cannot ask what do you think to a vitande, and if the Vaitandika says, if the Vitandavada person says what I think is, then he loses his standpoint of being a Vitandavadi. Ataha, therefore, vitanda dvaya shariratva jalpo nama naika katha kintu shakti atishaya jnanartham samayabandhamatrena parvatate iti khandanakara. In Khandana Khandakadya, he very clearly says there is no vitanda. Jalpo nama na eka katha. There is nothing called jalpa actually. Kintu shakti atishaya jnanartham samayabandhamatrena parvatate. Vitanda is vitanda dvaya sharira. Jalpa is 2 vitandas. One vitanda trying to establish, one vitanda trying to negate. Other place also, one vitanda trying to negate, other vitanda trying to establish. This is what is jalpa. It is a special kind of dialogue where the samayabandha differentiates. Samayabandha means before entering into a dialogue, you fix some rules. That rules are called as samyabandha. By fixing the rules, you enter. I am not going to condemn you. I am only going to establish my point. Something like that. That is what is jalpa. He says, Tattva sadhana, tattva adhyavasaya paryantam paryavasayittvena tu vadasya seshtam. See, in all the others, whether it is jalpa or vitanda, you are not interested in understanding the coming to a conclusion. You are only interested in victory. You are interested in negating the others. Therefore, vada, where you are doing the dialogue to understand the truth, to come to a conclusion. Therefore, it is superior than the other 2 kind of dialogues. Okay? Aksharanam akarosmi dvandvasamasi kasya aham evakshayah kalaha dhata aham vishvato mukha. Aksharanam akaro asmi dvandvaha samasikasya cha aham eva akshaya kalaha dhata aham vishvato mukha. Aksharanam akarosmi. Among the characters, among the alphabets, I am a. Akaro, vayshar, vavak, the Shruti says. Every syllable starts with a. So, a is the base for all the other characters. Dvandva, samasikasya, samasika, samasa. Samasa means compound words. Among the compound words, I am this compound word called dvandva. You'll understand this. Aham eva akshayah kalah. I am that eternal time. I am the eternal time. Dhata aham vishvatomukha. I am the provider of results. One who has faces everywhere. One who has face everywhere. Like Ishvara. Aksharanam sarvesham varnanam madhye akaro ahamasmi. Among the alphabets, all the alphabets, whether you accept 21, 26, 25, 31, 50, 60, whatever, does not really matter. Among all the characters, I am the first character. Akaro vayshar vavakiti shrutehe tasya shreshtatvam prasiddham. The Shruti also very clearly established every speech starts with a. Therefore, that is important. Dvandvaha samasaha ubhayadartha pradhanah samasikasya samasamuhasya madhyam. Among the compound words, I am the compound called dvandva samasa. The specialty of dvandva samasa is what is a samasa? What is a compound word? Compound word is when you concat two words, when you concatenate, when you add two words, that is called as compound word. When you add two words, Ramascha Krishnascha Ramakrishnaha Ramakrishna, that is concat. That is a concatenation. That is a adding two words. So that is called as compound word. So there are two words. So the first word can sometimes gain importance. The second word sometimes can gain importance. Sometimes both the words will be useless. You will be giving importance to something else other than the words used. Like Pitambra, Pitamambaram, yasya saha Pitambri, Bahuvri samasa. Pita means yellow, Ambara means cloth. One who has yellow cloth is a who? You are neither giving importance to yellow or the cloth. You are giving importance to Krishna. The meaning is Krishna. Pitambri, when you say it means Krishna. So, like that, which pada you are giving importance is important. In Dvandva Samasa, we are giving importance to both the padas. Whether it's first pada or second pada does not really matter. Both the padas are given importance, equal importance. That is why I am the Dvandva Samasa among the compound words. Now, Purvadava Padartha Pradhano Avyabhava. Is there other choices? Yes. In Avyabhava Samasa, we have Purvada Pradhana. There are two words, one word and one small word, aji kind of. Adhyatma, Atmani Bhava iti Adhyatma, Atma Adi Tishtati iti Adhyatma, something like that. When we say Atma plus Aji, Upavatam Purvam, the Aji comes before. This first word becomes the second word. That first word, which becomes the second word, is the primary word. That is what is given the importance. Okay? First. Then, Uttarapadartha Pradhanaha Tatpurushaha. Tatpurusha is samasa. Tatpurusha is samasa, where you give importance to the second word, not the first word. Bahuriya samasa, where you do neither care about the first word or the second word. You give importance to some third word. So, Tesham Ubhaya Padartha Samya Abhavena Apakrishnatva. In all these other Abhibhava, Tatpurusha, Bahurihi, Samasa, there is no importance to both the words. Therefore, they are of lower, inferior quality of compound words. Shaykala Abhimani Akshayaha Parameshwarakhya Kalaha. I am the time, which is the name of Parameshwara, which is who is called as Parameshwara, one who is Akshaya, one who is eternal, among the time which is non-eternal. Nyahkala kalo guni sarva vidyaha ityadi shruti prasiddho ahameva. I am the self. Nyaha is self. I am the one who is the time of time. I am the one who has all the attributes. I am the attributed, and I am the knowledge. I am all the knowledge. I am omniscient. So this is what Shruti says about the self. Kalaha kalayatamaham. Earlier also he said I am time. Among the one who is calculator or accountant. That is a different term. What is the difference? He says, Kshayi Kala Ukta iti Veda. There the non-eternal time is what is said. Here the eternal time is said. I am the eternal time among the time. Here, there, I am the time among that which is calculative. कर्म फल विदुत विधातृणा मध्ये विश्वतोमुख सर्वतोमुख दाता सर्व कर्म फल दाता ईश्वरो अहम इत्यर्थ. Karma phala vidhatranam, among the people who bestow the results of the karma, who is that Vishwatamukha, Sarvatamukha, one who has space everywhere? Who is that Ishvara? I am the Ishvara who gives you the results of all the karmas. Mrityu sarvaharschaham uddhavascha bhavishyatam kirtik shrirvakcha narinam smritir medha dhritikshama. Mrityu sarvaharschaham, among the destruction, I am the death. Udbhavascha bhavishyatam, I am the Udbhava, I am the manifestation for the future. For the past, I am the death. For the future, I am the manifestation. Like that, you can understand. Kirtihi, among the women, I am Kirti, name, Shrir, wealth, Vak, speech, Smriti, memory, Medha, again a special kind of memory. Okay, Dhritihi, the strength, Kshama, acceptance. So I am that all this. Perseverance, etc. we can say. Samharakarina madhye samharaha sarva samharakari mrityuham. Among the destructions, I am the destruction which is called as death, which destroys everything in one go. Bhavishyatam bhavi kalyananam cha yah udbhavah utkarshah sa cha ahameva. That which is going to manifest in the future, those beautiful things, good things, with good attributes, that I am. That manifestation is me. Narina madhye kirtihi shri vak smritir medha dhritir kshama iti cha satta dharma patnyo aviva. The 7 wives of dharma. Dharma patni means wife who is for dharma. Patni for enjoyment. Wife for enjoyment. Wife for dharma. Dharma means one. This is where we say she is ardhangi. She is half of me. When you say half of me, when whatever karmas you are performing, you need her for performing that. That is why she is called as dharma patni. A patni, a wife who is a part of your dharma, whatever dharma you perform. That is why Rama had to make an idol with gold to perform the yaga. Dharma patni. What is Kirti, etc.? These are all names for each one of them are named for good names for girl. Kirti. What is Kirti? Dharmikatva nimitta prashastatvena nanadik deshakala nanadik deshiya lokajnana vishayatarupa khyati. See, because of being a dharmic person, following a dharma, you gain good name. And because of that, you are well known in the world and you know well about the world. That kind of name is a Kirti. That fame is Kirti. Shrihi, Dharmartha Kama Sampat. Shri means having enough amount of Dharma Artha Kama. Accept all the good things of that is accepted in the world. Sharira Shobha Chakva Kantirva. Or luster of body or a kind of strength in the body. Kanti is also a luster, kind of luster. Sharira Shobha means beauty of body or luster of body. Vak Saraswati. Sarvasya Arthasya Prakashika Samskrita Vani. Vak means Saraswati. Means that word, that speech which is going, that perfect speech which is going to illumine everything, which has the potency to illumine what you desire. That kind of a Samskrita Vani means that kind of matured word is Vak. That kind of matured speech is Vak. Chakarad murtyadayo api dharmapatnyo kriyante. With cha, You can also accept the Murti, etc. other Dharma Patnis. The other Patnis, other wives for Dharma. Smriti. Smriti means Chiranubhutartha Smarana Shakti. Whatever you have experienced, memory of things which you have experienced, that is a Smriti. Anek Grantha Artha Dharana Shakti Medha. Medha is a recollection of many things, whatever you have registered, you have studied, you have learnt. Dhritihi. Avasadeyapi Sharirindriya Sanghato Tambana Shakti. Even at the dead time, holding on to the body, sense organ complex without it dissipating is a dhriti. Uchrinkala or Uchrinkala Vrudhigaranena Chapala Prapto Tan Nivartana Shaktirva, or the strength to prevent the mind from going astray, thinking different things, dirty things. Kshama. Kshama means Harsha Vishadayoho Avikrata Chatata. Kshama means having your mind without getting disturbed in joy and sorrow. Yasam Abhasa Matra Sambandhenapi Janaha Sarvaloka Adraniyo Bhavati Tasam Sarvastrishu Uttamatvam Ati Prasiddhameva. But why are you saying these to be men or women? Because even an as though association, you don't have a real association, even an as though association with any of them gives you great name and fame. People think you are a very good person because you seemingly are a good person. You are not really a good person, but only you know that. The others don't understand that. So even the seemingly good person gets great name and fame in the world. That is why this is great. Therefore, these are great among the women, is famous in the world. It's known in the world. Brat Samatha Samnam Gayatri Chandasamaham Masa Namarga Sirshoham Rutunam Kusumakaraha. Brihat Samahatha Samnam. Earlier he said among the Vedas I am the Samaveda. Here he is saying among the Samaveda I am the Brihat Sama. That is special Samaveda, Sama song. Okay. Gayatri Nam Chandasamaham. Gayatri Chandasamaham. Among the different meters, I am the meter called Gayatri. Among the different prosodies, I am the prosody called Gayatri. Masana Margashirshoham. Among the months, I am the Margasirsha month, which falls during the December mid to January mid. Okay. Aham March Rutu Nam Kusmakara. Among the Rutu, I am the Kusmakara, Vasant Rutu. I am the beautiful Rutu. Okay. Kusmakara Rutu, where everything flowers and comes beautifully. Okay. Vasanta Rutu. During again during February, March, something like that. Vedanam Samavedo Asmiti Uktam. Earlier he said, I am the Samaveda among the Vedas. Tatra I am Anyo Vishesha. Even there is a specialty. Even among the Samaveda, there is a specialty. Samnam Drik Akshara Arudhanam Giti Visheshana Madhye Tvamidhi Havamahe Itti Asyam Ruchi Giti Vishesho Bharat Samah. See, among the Samaveda, what is Samaveda? The Rigveda, in a typical song type of chanting, is Samaveda. In that Samaveda, there is a mantra which starts with Tvamidhi Havamahe. That Samaveda I am. That is called as Bharat Sama. That which starts with Tvamidhi Havamahe. That is Bharat Sama. Tacha Atiratre Prishta Stotram. Sarve Ishwarat Tvena Indrastuti Rupam Anyataha Sreshtatvad Aham. See, what is the specialty of this Bharat Sama? It is sung in a yaga called Atiratra Yaga. Okay? It is sung in a yaga called Atiratra Yaga. And there, This Prishta Stotra, it is a very particular thing, which is singing the praise of Indra, who is the god of Vedas. In the Veda, if you are referring to someone as God, the primary God, that is Indra. Indra will be the common name for God in whole of Veda. Okay, Shreshtatvat. Chandasam, Niyata Aksharanam. What is Chandas? Proceeding, where you have a particular limited number of characters, alphabets used. Arudhanam, Chando Vishishtanam, and number of lines also is fixed. Number of characters per line and number of lines, both are fixed. That is Chandas. Among that, Dvijate, Dvitiya Janma Hetutvena. For the Dvijati, for the twice born, Gayatri mantra is the mantra which is given during the Yajnopavita ceremony, during the sacred thread ceremony, for the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya to become twice born. Gayatri mantra is that important. So, because this is the mantra this is the Gayatri which makes him twice born among the twice born. So, Prata Savanadi Savanatraya Vyapitvena, and it is there in the Prata Savana, etc. Prata Savana, Madhyantya Savana, and Sayam Savana. Sayam Savana is Truti Savana. There are three kinds of Savana which are performed in the Somayaga. So, in that, he says, Trishtubu Gatibhyam Soma Aharanartham Gatabhyam Somo na labdha. Aksharani cha haritani. Jagatya Trini Trishtuva Ekamiti Chatvari Taihi Akshaihi Saha Somasya Aharanena Sa Sarvasreshta Gayatri. Aham. See, why am I great? That kind of great Gayatri, it is not just because among the Vedas, among the twice borns, this is the Gayatri Chandas which is given, initiated, because of which he becomes twice born. Even in the Vedas, see, it is said, there is a story which we will see, there is a statement from the Vedas which is given later, but the story basic is given here first. See, first, Trishtub and Jagati. Trishtub Jagati, Bhyam, Trishtub and Jagati. Both are individually sent. First, Trishtub is sent to bring the Somarasa. Somarasa or Somaraja. So, Trishtub goes, instead of bringing Soma, it loses its three characters, three alphabets, and comes back. And when Jagati is sent for doing the same, Jagati loses one alphabet, one character there. So totally Trishtub and Jagati lost 4 characters. When Gayatri is sent, it not only brings the Soma, it also brings along the last 4 characters. That is why it is not just not losing its own character, its own alphabet, but also brought 4 of the other people's alphabet and also the Soma. That is why Gayatri is a very great Chandas proceeding among the proceedings. So, on that I am, he says, we will see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.